Hello everyone and welcome back to Mega Man 3. This is the final part of our adventure. In the last video we began the first 3 stages of the Wily Castle, and we are now currently on Wily Stage 4. This is Junk Golem. Dr. Wily frantically set about building this robot when he realized that Mega Man had arrived at his base. Dodging the junk it throws is tough. It's funny how Dr. Wily created literally an unfinished mess of a robot, because this is a considerably unfinished game, especially with the generous energy pickups that are available. Excuse me. These junk robots are pretty weird. They have a strange bug that allows them to still throw junk even after you destroy them. And they look kind of disturbing and depressing in a way. Like an unfinished robotic mutation or something. But anyway, you know what this is. It's time for the boss rush. Not much to say here. This has pretty much become a Mega Man tradition at this point. It's really not the greatest thing about Mega Man games, and it's a thing that has to be done in every single game. I can't believe I lost a hard man of all robots. Like, I don't even remember losing to him. Which is why it's so bizarre to me. And while I'm at it, like, you can tell that this game is unfinished when, like, there's a broken circle. Like, each game has like a perfect circle, whereas you follow a pattern of which robot you want to, like, each robot masters you want to go after in a specific order. I lost a Snake Man, and it's like the game breaks it up into 2 parts, to where you have this set of robot masters in this circle, and then another set of robot masters in that circle. I talked about this in detail in the second part of my playthrough. I figured I'd go ahead and mention it again, because I thought it was just so weird, because every robot master has its own weakness. It's just a small circle that just doesn't conjoin very well. Funny how this was really the only place, funny how Wily Stage 4 was the only place that really made me use up all my weapon energy. Or at least a good bit of it. But with that, we're just gonna jump right into the boss. I'm going to equip the Spark Shot first. For this part of the boss. This is Wily Machine 3. Dr. Wily's biggest piloted machine yet, and the first to walk around. Jumping alone won't always be enough to attack, so use Rush Jet, which is something I actually never really thought about using, because once I get finished with Phase 1, which is ridiculously, pathetically easy, I usually just try and hit it with Hard Knuckle. I do a very terrible job of watching out for his shots. And you also want to watch out for the walking skewers that he has. But once you're done with that, that's pretty much the end of Wily Machine 3. Probably the most pathetic machine that he's made so far. Oh, no wonder. It's not even him. We got one more stage left. No surprises here. Look at all these pickups. You're gonna have to use Rush Jet to get up here. You don't even need that energy pickup at the top, because when you start the level, you're at full health. So it doesn't even make sense to have that there. There's another energy pickup. Like, why would you have a health pickup at the start of the level when you don't even need it? You start at full health anyway, so it's weird. Like, at some point they were like, okay, we need to hurry and get this game done before the deadline. So let's just randomly decide to put an item that doesn't belong here. But anyway, this is Gamma, a giant robot made through collaboration between Dr. Light and Dr. Wily. It was never completed, so it can only move one arm, as you can see. It has two phases, but it actually shares the same health bar. Like, once you get half its health down, you get rid of that small guy on top of Gamma. And then Wily shows up, and then you go up top and you fight this guy. The hard knuckle doesn't work here, so I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to use that. It would have been best to use it in the first phase, but I didn't think that through. But anyway, all you have to do is use the top spin. Very pathetic. But that's the end of the game. And we got junk dropped on our head. Where's Dr. Wily? Oh no, too late. Epilogue. Mega Man, you've regained consciousness. I found you lying here when I arrived. I wonder who brought you here. This whistle. It must have been Proto Man. Number list of robots made by Dr. Wright, or Dr. Light. Elegman, atomic energy controller. Fireman, waste disposal robot. Bombman, ground disruption robot. Iceman, Antarctic investigation robot. Gusman, wilderness reclamation robot. Cubman, timber felling robot. Roll, housekeeping robot. Mega Man, former assistant of Dr. Light. Proto Man, new prototype, brother of Mega Man. I've gotta admit, Proto Man is not the best name. I wish they would have just stuck with his Japanese name, Blues. Like, we know that Proto Man is a prototype robot, but I think that Blues is a much better name for him. Like, just calling him Proto Man, indicating that he's a prototype, just doesn't sit well with me because he's a prototype, and like, it's kind of corny to call him Proto Man, even considering that he's a prototype. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Also, like, I mean, overall, I just wish that all the characters can keep their Japanese names in general. Like, I actually prefer the name Rockman over Mega Man. For one thing, it's easier to say, and two, it's a really cool title, in my opinion. It's a cool name, in my opinion. Like, the names were inspired by rock and roll, and I like rock and roll. I love rock music, I love metal music. And Mega Man always just had that vibe. But that's going to be the end of Mega Man 3, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed. I enjoyed going back to play this game again. It's one of my favorites in the classic lineup. That's also going to be it for the Mega Man playthroughs for now. Of course, I will eventually return with Mega Man 4, but the next time I come back to Mega Man, it will probably be when I go over the Game Boy games. I would have loved to have seen a finished version of the game, but it's still one of my favorite Mega Man games of all time, regardless of its flaws. It was also a very well-received game. I think it was the second best-selling Mega Man game after the second one, until Mega Man 11 eventually came around. I hope that Capcom considers remaking the first 3 games, because if you guys remember that Capcom survey that they had sometime last year, they did give us an idea that Mega Man 1 to 3 remake could potentially be a thing in the future, and I hope that is something that comes to pass. However, only time will tell. I think that's something that the Mega Man series could very much use, considering that there haven't been any games in like 7 years. Like, people still care about Mega Man, like they still want to see more games made. The 40th anniversary of the franchise is on its way in 2 more years. I mean, surely Capcom must be cooking something, but I could only hope. But like I said before, that's going to be it for Mega Man 3. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have enjoyed, and I shall see you again in the next video. Have a blessed day, and God bless.